Oh, well. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or guten Tag, or guten Namen, or however that works. It is Wednesday afternoon here in the Eastern Time Zone, and we all know what that means. It means it is now time once again for everyone's favorite Wednesday afternoon live stream, the longest running afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. It is time for Wednesday Afternoon Live, episode 231. Most of them done by me, some of them done by my good buddy Vic2 Productions, and known and asked for substitute of me. But we are the longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream that I know of on YouTube. The show that week in and week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, Raj, tries to continue to be the definitive show about nothing in particular. Excuse me. Been coughing all morning and afternoon. Welcome one and all. Only a couple of people here. That figures. Hail Steak. I'm sure Sven will explain to us why he's varied from Hail State to Hail Steak. Okay. Matt Duman is here. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I guess so. I have no particular love or non-love for Minneapolis. Yeah, I know something bad happened there, so prayers to them. Maybe if they actually had cops there that enforced the law instead of standing back and waiting for the next criticism from their idiot governor to happen, things would be different in Minneapolis and the entire state for that matter. Nate the Great was not late. He was, in fact, on time. So very good, sir. Very, very good indeed. Nah, I was 1 minute early to start, so you're fine. Well, we now have 1 week, kind of college football in the books. Quite frankly, there weren't very many. In fact, there were no intriguing matchups as far as I was concerned. I did make note of the fact that UNLV managed to squeak one out against a far inferior opponent, perhaps revealing that not only does Dan the Clown Mullen is not able still to recruit at this point, but perhaps maybe he doesn't know how to navigate the transfer portal either. But he did squeak out a win, and whether the win is by 1 point or by 1,000 points, a win is a win. He's going to have to do a little better against opponents if he hopes to make the playoffs. VicTube is here. Good to see you, sir. And while I'm at it, I wanted to correct the record, as it were, about something that was said last week during a certain YouTube Illuminaries hype and hate video. Just out of, shall we say, historical accuracy. I want to share my screen here, and hopefully you can see this clearly. Steve Pearson, good to see you, sir. A certain YouTube luminary decided to go off on a potato rant for God knows what reason. I guess, Idaho potatoes, that kind of thing. Let's see. Alex, good to see you. Steve Pearson, good to see you. Dandy Dandy, good to see you, sir. Yeah, but that's not my thing here. My thing here is the potato reference that a certain luminary made. Comparing a russet potato to an Idaho potato, and a russet potato is a great potato, and an Idaho potato is a bad potato. Well, wrong. A quick Google search revealed the following information to me, and I will therefore share it for you. A russet is a specific variety of potato known for its starchy, fluffy interior and perfect for baking, mashing, frying. An Idaho potato is a potato grown in Idaho, a state famous for growing the russet variety. Therefore, Idaho potatoes often refers to a russet potato, but can also refer to other potato varieties grown in Idaho. But the vast majority of the potatoes grown in Idaho are russet potatoes. So an Idaho potato does not refer to a specific brand, not brand, that's the wrong word, species of potato. Rather, an Idaho potato is a location reference, not a special reference. Whereas a russet potato is a type of potato, as is a Yukon Gold potato, or one of those blue potatoes, or a new potato, or what have you. I think there's like 1,000 different types of potato or something. Fingerling potatoes, etc., etc., etc. So there is no such thing as a variety of potato known as Idaho potato. Idaho is a state. Idaho is a location. Idaho potato refers to a potato, regardless of species, grown in Idaho. But since the vast majority, according to my research, of potatoes grown in Idaho are of the russet variety, a russet potato and an Idaho potato, for all intent and purposes, are the same potato. So, while I appreciate the effort of a certain YouTube luminary to say that UNLV is a russet potato and a fantastic superior potato to an Idaho potato, which is a terrible potato, and no, sir, no. A Idaho potato and a russet potato are, for all intent and purposes, the same thing. I will now stop sharing the screen and climb off my factually correcting soapbox and continue on with the stream. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button at some point while you're here, please. It does help with the YouTube search algorithms, and otherwise makes me feel good. And for the 2 people that consistently click the thumbs down button on the stream, well, you know what? You are still here and still watching and giving me your eyeballs. So, don't care. Let's see what's going on. Idaho State must have had some of those good potatoes. Yes. UNLV might lose at Sam Houston. Yeah, possibly. Daniel Berry, how you doing, man? Happy Wednesday, you too, sir. Always good to see you back in the stream. Yeah, let's see. Catching up on a few bits of news that probably nobody cares about. At the end of this stream, just before I head over to my mom's house, I have to call a phone number locally to find out if I am going to be doing jury duty tomorrow. The way it works in the state of Florida I think for all the counties is they will tap a certain number of people on the jury, on the voter rolls to come in for jury duty. What you do is you get a card packet in the mail, and they give you a phone number to call at after 5 p.m. the day before your jury duty potential, and they assign you a jury number, a juror number. In my case, my number this time is number 202, and the recording will say something like, for all juror candidates with numbers 1 through 500, you ought to report to the courthouse by 8 a.m. on the date assigned. If your number is 501 or higher, you are excused. So I have to call this number, find out if I'm in a pool of potential juror members or I am excused from my obligation. So we'll find that out tonight, and then I'll know what I'm doing tomorrow, whether I'm going to be sitting in a courthouse waiting to be a juror on a trial or whether I am free to live a normal day. I actually wouldn't mind doing jury duty. I've done it twice before. It was interesting. I've done it twice before. Well, no, I've done it 3 times before where I got to the courthouse and then was excused later in the day twice. One time I was at the court, and this was actually in Cobb County, Georgia, where I got all the way to a trial for a drunk driver, at which point I hung the jury and a mistrial was declared because the video evidence was inconclusive and I thought the cop was being less than honest. And I told my fellow 5 jury members that I was not going to convict this guy on circumstantial evidence and a questionable testimony of one cop and video evidence that didn't back him up. When I worked at IBS, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if I get on a jury, they'll give me $15. Woohoo. Yeah. I remember when I got picked on the jury in Georgia, and we got into the courtroom and we were being wadired or whatever, wadired or whatever by the 2 attorneys and the judge. And on the application that you fill out, they said list any hobbies that you might have and any club affiliations that you've had in the past 10 years or so. And I put down in that field, I put down the Gator Sports Car Club, which was true. When I was at UF, I was a member and an officer of the Gator Sports Car Club. And the judge saw that and he said, juror number, I forgot what number I was, juror number, please stand up. So I stood up and he said, I see here that you're a car enthusiast. Yes. This is a driving trial. Can you be impartial? I said, yes. And he said, I see that you were a member of something called the Gator Sports Car Club. And I said, yes. He said, Gators as in University of Florida. And I think I knew at that point where we were going. And I said, yes. He said, oh, the judge said, oh, I went to University of Georgia. Now, you got to remember, this is in the 90s where we owned Georgia. And the trial was coming after a particularly nasty beatdown by the Gators. The Gators beat the crap out of Georgia. I think it was 98. I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "Gee, I'm sorry about that, Your Honor." And luckily he laughed. I realized as I was saying it that he probably could have held me in contempt for being a wise ass in his courtroom, but he was being a wise ass too. So we had a nice chuckle, and they kept me on the jury, which was nice. I think the prosecutor also went to Georgia, but the defense attorney, I think, went to Stetson. So we were all Florida and Georgia boys, which was nice. Anyway, it was a very interesting experience, and I would not be averse to doing the jury thing again tomorrow if that's what is supposed to happen. Now this weekend, actually, I think starting tomorrow. Yeah, is it tomorrow? We're going to get games, all kinds of games, including USF hosting Boise State. So we get our first look tomorrow at 5:30 in the evening. Everyone gets their first look at what is supposed to be the number one Power 5 team in the country, the one that's favored to come out of the Power 5 and into the playoffs, traveling all the way to Tampa to play South Florida. Some other interesting games to me anyway. UCF is playing Jacksonville State at 7. That's in Orlando. NC State, East Carolina. Yeah. Oklahoma State's playing against Tennessee Martin. Maybe. Missouri and Central Arkansas are playing at 7:30. Nebraska and Cincinnati. I think everyone's kind of pointing at that game as being the premier game on Friday. Nebraska at Cincinnati. That should be, I guess, somewhat interesting. Saturday is the big, I'm sorry, that's Thursday. Friday the 29th. Yeah. I don't know if we have any Michigan State fans in here, Wake Forest fans. Kansas is playing. Illinois is playing Western Illinois. Colorado's playing Georgia Tech. I'm sure Sea-Dog will be all over that. Auburn versus Baylor. So Baylor man, I'm sure Baylor man's going to come in here very happy that he's finally going to get to see real football. UNLV goes on the road to Sam Houston at 9:30. So we'll see if the fighting Mullins can do something a little better against another soft sister of the group of 5. And then the big one, the big day, Saturday the 30th. Of course, my Gators are playing Long Island University. We finally get to see, hopefully, week 1 of Billy Napier's last season as Gator football coach. Tennessee's playing. And someone tell me how the Gators are ranked 15th. I have no idea why the Gators are ranked 15th. Tennessee plays against Syracuse. Texas, Ohio State is the marquee early game at 12. I'm sure the Big Ten is tired of playing their big games at noon. Kentucky's playing. Indiana's playing. Georgia's playing Marshall. Georgia's favored by 39.5. I mean, come on now. I don't even think there's a line on the Florida Long Island University. There isn't. Any Penn State against Nevada? Here's the game I'm interested in. Alabama traveling to Tallahassee, the asshole of Florida, to play the Criminals. And I hope that Alabama destroys Florida State. I hope Alabama beats the living soul and will to live and the desire to procreate out of Florida State. I hope they beat Florida State so bad that they fold up the entire university and shut it down forever. Oregon's playing, big deal, against Montana State. I didn't even know there was such a place. Oklahoma's playing. Vandy's playing Charleston Southern. Vandy's favored by 36.5. Wow. I'm looking through the slate of games. There's nothing really. Well, Clemson LSU at 7:30. That's a game I'll probably watch. That could be interesting. But of course, it's week one, and not a lot of intriguing games. I don't know if you would count UCLA and Utah as intriguing, but that's like at 11 p.m. Eastern time. But some interesting games, but it is week one, so what can you do? Yes, Cracker Barrel changed their logo back. The outcry was too much. Now, hopefully, they'll fire that lunatic-looking woke leftist twat and get rid of her and put a male with an education in charge. Yep, Nebraska and Cincinnati, true. Yes. But honestly, I don't really care about UNLV anyway. It's not my school. I've never been to Las Vegas. I've never been to Nevada. And I don't intend on ever going, really. If you told me that UNLV was playing and never told me that Mullen was coaching, I wouldn't even care. Do I want to see Mullen succeed? No, not particularly. I don't think he's a very good coach. But if he does succeed in a group of 5 team, then he's found his level. He's found where he's supposed to be, not in the Power 4. He's found his level in the next tier down. And good on him. Because as a Power 4 coach, he was meh. Alabama by 50? I certainly hope so. Well, I think Cracker Barrel was on their way to becoming Bud Light 2.0, and fortunately somebody pulled their head out of their ass and, hopefully changed direction before they did real damage to the company. Blind Squirrel Sports, good to see you, sir. Is that right? I didn't know that. Yeah, it's these CEOs. They come out of these woke DEI programs and they keep trying their woke DEI bullshit, and it doesn't resonate. The Target folded their woke tent after 1 year. Bud Light has yet to recover. And Cracker Barrel fortunately changed directions before too much damage was done. Okay, well, that makes sense. Anyway, let's get the link in the chat. To Cracker Barrel in Japan. It wouldn't surprise me if they did or they didn't. You know, I understand that KFC is really, really big in Japan, which, you know, I don't know. I had no idea that sort of Southern fried chicken was very popular in Japan, but evidently it is. What's up, Swan?
Hell steak, my friend. Hell steak.
Steak.
Yeah. Hell steak.
Yeah, for those of you who missed it, if you scroll up to the top of the comments section, Sven posted hail steak, as in the meat, and that made no sense to me. But perhaps
Saleen,
now the Sven will explain it.
Okay. First of all, if my voice is a little bit tired today, I was sick as hell. It rained in Dublin all weekend long.
Oh, gee, it rains in the British Isles.
But
shocking.
yeah. It's like the sun shines in Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah, well,
it's a wonder.
I mean, when you live in a region of the world that makes Seattle, Washington look like they're in a drought, you know you got problems.
Saleen, I have to share something with you and with all of you.
Go ahead.
Listen. It takes 4 minutes. I flew back and listened to a podcast from Mississippi State. It's called Super Talk Mississippi, and two guys do it, one from Ole Miss and one from Mississippi State. And they had a list of the weirdest courses you can book on every SEC school. And I want to introduce you all to this list. It's absolutely amazing. Listen to this. The University of Tennessee. You can get a degree at the University of Tennessee in Dolly Parton's America. Missouri offers a course called Harry Potter, Magic and Religion.
Yeah.
The University of Georgia offers a course, and this is no joke, Waffle House Geography. They created a map with all existing Waffle Houses in the world. Georgia, Waffle House Geography. The best one comes now. The University of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Drugs, Booze, and Mexican Society. You can get a degree in drugs, booze, and Mexican society. The university.
None of that surprises me, unfortunately.
Yeah. LSU has a course called Vampires in Film and Television.
Vampires in what?
Vampires in film and television.
Oh, film. Okay.
Yeah, in movies and television. Florida, your Florida Gators has Uncommon Art Course, Taylor Swift and Art. My Mississippi State Bulldogs have a course called The Music of the Beatles. Ole Miss offers Frauds, Myths, and Mysteries. And now comes one of the two who makes sense. Arkansas offers The History of Football, Birth and Growth of Football in America. That's one of the goods. Texas, of course, they didn't win anything since 2005 and have a fake national championship in 1970 when they lost in the Sugar Bowl to Notre Dame, and one day later they claimed the national title. Texas has a course is called Arguing the End of the World. I mean, in Texas, the world ends really. There's nothing else to say. Texas A&M, the Aggies, is the second one who makes sense. They offer a course called Texas Barbecue.
Yeah, but
Kentucky-
Texas barbecue is like religion there, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Hey, TK. Good morning.
Ah, TK.
Yeah. Come in here. Come in here, LSU girl, with the roller skates. So,
Why doesn't Sven have a channel? Well, that's a good question, Sven. Why don't you answer that question?
I don't have enough time.
Oh, that's a good answer.
I'm a baseball coach, and it is what it is. So, let me get the last 5 out of the way. Kentucky, emergency and disaster communications, humanity in a zombie apocalypse. This is a course at the University of Kentucky, emergency and disaster communication, humanity in a zombie apocalypse. Auburn has a new course, I guess, since Jackson Arnold and Hugh Freeze are there. It's called Introduction to Pistols. I mean,
Pistols?
pistol.
Like a pew
Pew. Yeah, pew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you have Jackson Arnold as your quarterback and Hugh Freeze as your head coach, you need a pistol, really. So, Oklahoma has a course called American Gangster. South Carolina, the history of the devil, whatever that means. And Vanderbilt is the last one, and the third one who makes sense. Shout out to Wendy Dandy. They have a course called Country Music. What makes sense? And these are the 16 weirdest courses you can book on SEC schools. I mean, Waffle House Geography, UGA. What the heck?
I like that. I like that.
What the heck? What I mean, Cracker Barrel is near bankrupt, and UGA pushes Waffle House. I like that.
How you doing, Vic?
Good.
And
morning,
how's it
Vic.
going there, Mr. Sancho? How you doing, man? And good morning to TK.
Yeah. So
Waffle House Geography
yeah.
at the University of Georgia. You can get a degree in Waffle House Geography at the University of Georgia.
No, it's not a degree. It's just a class. But yeah,
It's a class.
Oh man, I was going to sign up for remote learning and see if I could, use my some of my credits at UF and just kind of jumpstart into the program and get another Bachelor of Science degree in Waffle House. Waffle Houseology.
You want to see it? There's a link in the private chat, Saleen.
Hang on.
Show it.
I might have to. Hang on.
Yeah, take your time. We are old.
Hang on.
Vic,
yeah.
did you saw the Kansas game?
Yeah, I did.
Do you know what I believe? What I really believe?
What?
Kansas will smoke Missouri next week.
They might.
We hear you, Vic. All is fine.
Yeah, they might. But I mean, we haven't seen Mizzou play yet. So
I mean, Mizzou lost their quarterback. Prebula is not.
Yeah,
Is
they
not.
got
Is
Bo
not.
Pribula from Penn State.
He is not. He is not Brady Cook. We all can agree on that. There is no loser Burton. They have Kevin Coleman, who is a kind of loser Burton, but he needs a guy who can throw an accurate ball, what Brady Cook could do, but
Accurate.
not Pribula.
Well, we don't really know if he can or not. So
From what I
because he
know,
was the backup at Penn State, so we don't know if he can throw a deep ball or not.
what is the one position at Penn State who always let them down?
I don't know.
Since 20
Quarterback?
years. Quarterback,
I guess.
quarterback. Since 20 years. I mean,
Sven,
it's Frank.
Sven, this is not a course on Waffle House geography. This was a map about
Yeah,
the solar
this is made.
eclipse.
Yeah, the course. I have to look it up where it is. But there is a course called Waffle House Geography.
So what? So was the eclipse supposed to pass over 7 Waffle Houses?
Hang on.
Like it was supposed to go through like 7 towns called Nineveh, and people were saying that that the eclipse is like a sign of the apocalypse. So
I have no clue. I only found it interesting that
the article is about viral maps.
Yeah, I let me look it up.
It was a 2017 eclipse path of totally overlaid with the best Waffle House locations for viewing. Map was created by University of Georgia assistant professor of geography Jerry Shannon.
Oh, I found it.
yes, there you go. So it's not
so,
a class. Yeah.
It's not a class. It's just some assistant professor at Georgia with more time on his hands than anything else.
I found it. I found it, Saleen. UGA Waffle House Geography refers to a course at the University of Georgia, UGA. Ja, bitte. That uses Waffle House as a lens to explore geography concepts such as study of place, spatial patterns, and social geography, with students mapping locations and discussing their cultural and social significance.
Yeah.
The Waffle House one makes sense. Okay. And there's my buddy Jason.
I guess
the class uses Waffle House as a metaphor to teach broader geographical and sociological concepts.
Right. I think probably the most useful one was the communication during a zombie apocalypse. Yeah.
Well, if Raj, if there is a zombie apocalypse, probably the best way to communicate is probably going to be ham radio.
Yeah, Kentucky has the zombie apocalypse. Kentucky. Let me see.
Well, Kentucky is full of zombies anyway. So
Kentucky.
They're mostly followers of Mitch McConnell.
University.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah. There's probably more zombies in Florida, but
no, there's more zombies in Kentucky. Florida's fine except for the Panhandle, and that's basically Alabama.
Yeah, here.
Yes, that's where where the zombies are. They're in North Florida.
Yeah. Well, they're also in a different time zone too. So,
Saleen, here is the zombie thing from Kentucky.
Oh, God, do I want to do this?
You don't have to do this. It's your.
Which one is it? Is it the bottom one or the top one?
The bottom one.
Yeah, who does Mizzou play this week?
Nobody.
Okay. I know.
Arkansas,
State.
something Arkansas, FCS thing. I don't know.
SEC. Yeah, they're playing Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if they come out and they beat Central Arkansas 55-0.
Oh. And
Okay.
then they look good. Just like Kansas looked really good against Fresno State.
You know what? This takes the shit too seriously. Emergency and disaster communication, humanity in a zombie apocalypse. The purpose of this course is to develop an applied humanistic understanding of communication and life skills in high stress situations. Using the apocalypse as a metaphor for all hazard scenarios, historical narratives of disaster and films and novels in the zombie genre are often. Oh, come on. You know what? How about concentrating on disasters that actually do happen, like hurricanes, floods,
yeah, who makes
tornadoes,
sense? Who makes sense?
forest fires, mudslides, blizzards? I mean, a university department using the words zombie apocalypse, if I were an alumna of that university, I would pull my funding so fast they would be in shock. What the actual fuck? Come on.
Yeah. I couldn't believe this. I listened to the podcast and they wrote this list down. I said, what? So, and I went home, started the podcast again and wrote it down. This is crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway,
I read about that, Vandy Dandy.
Yeah.
You know, a guy high on bath salts trying to eat somebody is not a zombie.
exactly.
That's a guy high on bath salts trying to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, so back to Kansas and Mizzou. So if Mizzou beats Central Arkansas 55-0, does that mean they're going to beat Kansas?
No.
Yeah, well, it's the same. It's the same logic. We saw Kansas beat Fresno State 31-7, and now they're getting ready to blow Mizzou out when we haven't even seen Mizzou play yet.
I think Mizzou is massive overrated. I
don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how Florida got ranked 15th in the country.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
this makes absolutely
I'm
no
still
sense.
trying to. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out too. Yeah, and then Kansas plays Wagner. So
that's my name.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
My name is Wagner.
No, your name is Sven.
Sven Wagner. Yeah, that's my name.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not going to glean a hell of a lot by watching Florida play Long Island University, but it'll actually be nice to see.
I mean, if this game is not over after 15 minutes, Florida can pack in. This should be a thing like 77-0 or 69-3 or something like that.
Okay, Florida doesn't have a good enough defense to shut anyone out. So let's establish that right away. Long Island will score some points.
Huh?
That defense is no good.
I think Florida has decent lines. Decent defensive line.
I'm more worried about their secondary.
I mean, Long Island will not have a quarterback who will cough up any SEC defense. even if it's Mississippi State, Florida, or UGA. I mean, there is no way in hell a Long Island curves an SEC secondary up. There is no way in hell.
Well, we're going to find out. I just want to see Florida play. I want to see what they bring out on the field finally.
Yeah, I
want to see how much rust DJ Lagway has built up on himself for not having played for a while.
I mean, I don't expect much from Lagway. Has he
This is a good game for him to knock that rust off. And,
yeah.
You know,
A warm-up
like
game.
a preseason game.
Yeah.
And the USF game. I mean, I want to see how he does in the USF game. It's a little bit stronger opponent than Long Island.
I mean, USF gave Alabama, was it 3 years ago, Vic? All they could handle, or 2 years ago? When was it?
It was 2 years ago.
In the Blizzard.
Yeah, Florida did. Yeah, that
South
was
Florida. The Blizzard game.
South Florida. South Florida. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was last year. Yeah.
When Milroe get benched.
Yeah. That was 2 years ago. Yeah, they played. Yeah, they played.
It was
South Florida. Twice. Yeah.
And
they played.
It was
them
in
twice.
the Blizzard.
Yeah.
It was raining and boah.
No, that wasn't a blizzard. That was a monsoon. But yeah,
it's the same.
Well, we get them around here. That does happen in Central Florida. You do get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
No, a blizzard is a blizzard is with snow. A monsoon is with rain.
Okay.
Well, luckily the tropics are nice and quiet for the time being. So, we're about to go into September, which is the first of the 2 months that Floridians kind of sit there and worry a lot.
Yeah, and pray a little bit more.
Yeah. So what happened to that to that hurricane that was out there? That Hurricane Aaron. Aaron
dissipated last week.
Yeah, you told us last week there's a hurricane in the Gulf.
Yeah, there wasn't in the Gulf. It was in the Atlantic. Nothing's happening in the Gulf.
Oh, in the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we don't worry about the Gulf until October. See, right now, if you look at the historical timelines, right now the most of the tropical systems that come to life come off of Africa and head west in various paths towards the U.S. Now, sometimes they get turned. A lot of times they get turned northward and go out to sea and become fish killers.
Okay.
But occasionally, one will start off off of Africa and head kind of south and west, and kind of skirt in underneath the Dominican Republic and underneath Cuba and all that, and then they end up heading in between Cuba and the Yucatan, and they end up getting into the Gulf of Mexico. I'm sorry, Gulf of America, and then they become a problem for us.
Yeah.
Now, when October rolls around and the Atlantic is cooling off, the storms stop coming in the Atlantic and they start developing in the Southern Caribbean, way down there around the top end of South America, somewhere around Panama, Nicaragua, Belize, and they start heading north. And then they get caught up, and sometimes they get turned east and head towards Florida, or they get hit by a cold front coming off North America, and they get torn up while they're still out in the Gulf of America.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shut up, Jason. Don't want to.
By the way, if you wonder who Blind Squirrel Sports is,
Harry,
I called him here.
How you doing? Huh?
if you wonder who Blind Squirrel Sport is, he's a UGA fan, and he comes to our Mississippi State show from time to time,
Yeah.
and listen to our
No,
quarterback Matt
I've
Wyatt.
heard of him before. I've heard of him.
Yeah. It's okay. What's up,
Um,
Harry? How you doing, my friend? What is your health
but
doing?
right now we're sort of in a lull
Yeah.
for hurricanes and tropical stuff.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of, we here in Florida, the Georgia coastline, the Carolinas, and then the Gulf Coast areas. We're all kind of sitting and holding our collective breaths. And
Saleen,
hoping
sorry, you dropped the zombie link, not the StreamYard link.
Yeah,
Oh.
StreamYard link.
Yeah,
So did you do any teasing your kid about being a hurricane, or
no,
not really?
no, I know better than
I
that.
remember when I was in when I was in second grade. Yeah, my teacher's name was Katrina, and that was when we had Hurricane Katrina. So
Yeah, that was a bad one. That was a very bad one.
Vic, are you sure?
yeah,
You have
What?
schools in Georgia?
yeah,
Are you sure?
we have schools. I went to one.
Let me troll you
Yeah.
a bit. I love you, Vic.
Who doesn't love VicTube?
Yeah, Vic is a nice guy.
Yeah.
If you don't love VicTube Productions, you got no soul.
Yeah,
There, I said what I said.
that's right.
No, but they have schools in Georgia. I saw them. Now, most of them had either, automotive lifts or welding gas bottles out in front of them. But,
Well, I guess in Atlanta, entrance only with a machine gun or something like that, huh?
no, they don't really have schools in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have schools in Atlanta.
Oh,
I
this is not.
was talking to Cedric about the schools in Atlanta, and he said this is really fucked up in Atlanta.
Harry Leg is evidently not well. Well, what's wrong with you, sir? What hurts?
Yeah,
or
there's
what
schools in
doesn't work?
Atlanta.
I'm
So
in
some of them are just down bad. But yeah.
Harry,
Well,
speedy recovery,
Vandy,
my
I would
friend.
argue that the size of a school does not necessarily correlate with its quality.
No,
Yeah.
it does not. But yes, there are some huge high schools in Atlanta that have like 2,000 students. So yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
they're built
crazy.
like fortresses, complete with metal detectors.
Yeah. Let's give a shout out
I
to
am not
Harry.
sorry that I got my kids out of Georgia before they start going to school.
Yeah. Let's give a shout out to Harry. Speedy recovery, my friend.
Truly,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be saying prayers for you, Harry. Yeah.
That's a lot of students in a high school. That's for sure.
Yes.
I mean, the biggest high schools in Berlin have maybe 600-800.
My high school had when I was in there were about 1,500 students.
Yeah. I mean,
I think mine was about 600. There was like 150, give or take, per class. So
yeah. I mean,
My graduating class was 757 students in 1983.
yeah.
Here comes Amazon.
I finished in 1984. So you are an old guy, Saleen, and I'm a young guy. 1 year older.
Shut up.
Leave me alone.
What is this Amazon driver doing?
Oh, you
What are
get
you
a
doing?
package?
Amazon driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm expecting stuff from Amazon. I'm watching them on my camera, and he
Saleen-
keeps trying to creep up on the house. He's trying to find it, I guess.
Celine, we
You've
can
been here
entertain.
before, dummy. What?
We can entertain the people for 2 minutes. Go out and take the package.
Nah, I'm gonna let him. Or it
Okay.
might be a her. Lately, it's been a her.
Yeah. You know, Vic, what the most interesting game for me is in the first 2 weeks?
What?
Oklahoma, Michigan.
No, I went
Oh,
to high
yeah.
school in Sarasota, Florida. Albert.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good one. Yeah.
Oklahoma, Michigan, that's why either Bryce Underwood or Underwear or whatever his name is the second coming of Dan Marino, and Michigan has for the first time in 150 years a quarterback who can deliver the goods. And I think Michigan still has a really good defense.
Yeah.
So, and if they get a quarterback, they are dangerous. Or Oklahoma's John Mattia is the second coming of Dan Marino and lights the Michigan defense up. What is hard to do? I mean,
No,
ask the Ohio man.
Yeah.
They can't do it. And they beat
Yep.
everybody last year outside.
Is Sharon Moore gonna be suspended for this game, or
No, he can choose what games he gets suspended. I mean,
what was he suspended for? Was he suspended for like 4 games?
yeah, he will.
But
He will sit out against
the games. Yeah.
He will sit out against whatever Reno, Nevada,
That's right. Yeah,
Utah State,
Yeah.
and Michigan, Puffblind, or maybe
Yes,
Mississippi
Sharon
State.
Moore. Yeah, Sharon Moore actually played at Oklahoma. So
Yeah, and either Underwood shows up and Michigan has a quarterback and they are dangerous in the Big Ten, or Matthias shows up and curves up this Michigan defense, and then the SEC has a problem. I mean, Alabama, to get in the playoffs, they have to beat Oklahoma. There is no if, when, and buts. If they can't beat Oklahoma, they are not making the playoffs. There is no way in hell.
Yep.
Yeah,
You think
this is really interesting for me. And the second most interesting game for me is LSU Clemson.
That's going to be a good game.
Because
be a good game.
Brian Kelly is on the hottest of hot seats. If he doesn't make the playoffs this year, they fire him.
Yep.
And trust me, LSU, 60 million buyout, it's no problem for them. It's absolutely, this is pocket change for them. They have money all over the place.
Pocket money, yeah.
Yeah, they have 2 billionaires in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, do you think there's any chance that Arkansas upsets Notre Dame in week 5?
Where do they play?
Week 5 in
South Bend or Fayetteville?
In Fayetteville, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Notre Dame lost to NIU last year.
Okay,
so.
let's say Arkansas plays like against Tennessee. Is Notre Dame a better team as Tennessee? I would say yes. So, but Notre Dame has a new quarterback, and I'm not really sold on Taylor Green. Green can run. He's a specimen. He looks like LeBron James. but he can't really throw a ball. And I don't think so that Arkansas can run the ball against Notre Dame. If they want to win this game, Taylor Green has to light them up over the secondary. And I don't see that. I mean, Notre Dame had a better line last year as UGA. And I think UGA has a better line as Arkansas, a way better line. UGA doesn't care if they play in Fayetteville or in Athens against Arkansas. They say, okay, we beat you in the trenches, so we win 28-14 or 24-10 or something like that, and that's it. We beat you. We simply beat you down in the trenches and break you this way. So, and Notre Dame didn't lost that much players on the lines, from what I heard. I mean, I'm not a Rudy fan, but I don't think Arkansas will not beat Notre Dame. I wish they would, because I can't stand Rudy.
So who will? So who will beat Notre Dame?
The biggest chance is Aggies.
Yeah, because you know that that he has a history of losing to
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Marcus Freeman has a history of shitting the bed to teams that he shouldn't lose to. So,
but not Power 5 teams. Marcus Freeman and Brian Kelly have a history to losing to Marshall, App State, or Northern Illinois, but not to Texas A&M.
And Stanford, but yeah.
Yeah, the three beat them too.
They did, yeah. In Freeman's first year, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kirby lost to Wendy, Saban lost to Wendy in their first year. Nobody cares that Kirby Smart lost to Wendy. Nobody. Because he's a two-time national champion. He won how many SEC championships? 3, 4, 5? Whatever.
Right.
Kirby makes $14 million a year. He's the best coach in college football. Nobody cares that he lost to Wendy. It was his first year. He learned it on the fly. Okay, it is what it is. And but the Aggies are the only team what I see has enough talent on both sides of the ball to compete with Notre Dame as a Power 5 team. I mean, do you expect USC and Lincoln Riley to curve up Notre Dame?
No.
Not really, huh? So, and Notre Dame will never play in Alabama and UGA or something, or Ohio State or something like that. They played Ohio State 3 years ago and lost it with 12 men on the field or something, or 10 men on the field. What was it, Vic? Do you remember 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was 10 men. 10 men on the field, yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. It was. I mean, I can't stand Notre Dame. They should join the conference, and if it's the SEC, so be it. So, but I tell you what. Let's say Notre Dame loses to Texas A&M 31-30 and goes 11-1, and the University of Georgia goes 9-3 in the SEC and loses to, let's say, Florida. They beat Alabama. They lose to Texas. Yeah, whatever.
Sven, you really need to come up with a scenario that's realistic.
Yeah, and lose to Georgia Tech. So, whatever. So, but they beat one. Okay, then let's say they lose to Georgia Tech, to Texas, beat Alabama, and lose to Ole Miss. So, but they have a win over Texas or Alabama. A 9-3 UGA should always get in the playoffs over an 11-1 cupcake schedule Notre Dame. They never
Yeah.
ever in a billion years should get in with 11-1. Go 12-0, or you're
So they
not in.
shouldn't. So they shouldn't get in with 11-1, even
No,
in a 12-team playoff.
no. I wouldn't let Notre Dame with a loss to Northern Illinois at home into the playoffs over a 9-3 Ole Miss. As much as I don't like Ole Miss, but Ole Miss, they smoked Georgia in the pipe
Yep,
and
they
spit them
did.
out. So, and or Alabama. Alabama had really. Alabama lost to Oklahoma and to Vandy, and Ole Miss had Kentucky and Florida. Also two bad teams. Sorry, Saleen, but
Yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, and but you can't do this. You can't let freaking Notre Dame with a cupcake schedule. They play 3 service academies. They play Stanford. They play USC, who is. I mean, even Mississippi State had a chance to beat USC. I can promise you that. So and they let 11-1 Notre Dame, who played 3 service academies, in over a 9-3 SEC team. South Carolina had a
Well, no,
murderous
they played 2 service academies, but yeah,
Navy, Army, and
Navy and Army,
yeah,
and yeah, they did not play Air Force. So
no.
no,
Normally they do.
yeah, they did play Army and Navy, but not Air Force. Yeah.
I mean, Wendy, look at the schedule from last year from South Carolina. I don't see any team on Notre Dame's schedule like in LSU or like in Alabama. Nowhere near, or a Clemson. Nowhere near. And South Carolina went
Nowhere
9-3
near.
with this schedule. South Carolina should be in the playoffs over Notre Dame. That's an absolute fact. And I think we all can agree on that. They played Ole Miss, was a borderline playoff team. I mean, Rudy 11-1 playoffs. No, thank you.
Yeah. Did you see my playoff predictions, Finn?
I saw it and I commented on it. Your list is bogus. No Mississippi State, no Kentucky, no Purdue. What the heck? The national title game is Kentucky versus Mississippi State. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Notre Dame at 6 is rich. It's really rich. I would Notre Dame
Well,
always
I don't
set
see
12.
I don't see a comment from you, Finn. I see a comment from Ballard and a comment from Young Citrus.
I did make a comment.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up. It tells me I
yeah.
have 4 comments. I look at the comments, and it says I have 4. I only see 2. So
Well, you see, hang on a minute, Jason. The reason that little tidbit of information doesn't surprise most people in America is because the state of Minnesota is basically the Midwestern version of California, and that state is so screwed up right now with playing woke DEI racial politic games.
Yeah.
That nothing that happens in Minnesota will surprise anyone anymore.
right. So you think it's okay for a grown woman to call a kid the N-word?
No, I think it's okay for a grown woman to call another adult the N-word if that's what she really wants to do. But calling a kid that, no, that's not okay. But that's not okay going the other way around. You should leave kids alone in general, I believe. But it really bothers me that we assign certain, certain crimes are assigned this mythical hate crime thing. A crime is a crime, giving certain things, certain alleged criminal activities a higher status just because a certain word is used or a phrase or a certain action. That bothers me, giving certain actions or words special status over others. I mean, okay, the N word is a bad word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It shouldn't be used in polite conversation or even impolite conversation.
yeah, but
But then again, neither should the word cracker, or neither should the word kike or heeb, or what about infidel? What about a Muslim screaming infidel at the top of their lungs as they stab someone in the heart?
What is
Wouldn't that be a hate crime?
what is a heeb?
It's a derogatory word for a Jewish person.
yeah,
Heeb is in Hebrew,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
or what about the R word? The word that
Saleen,
rhymes with pretard.
yeah,
Keep
it.
Yeah.
That's
Saleen,
insulting
keep it
to a
simple.
certain segment of people, to be sure, but it's not given special status that the N word is.
Yeah, and this
The
Nor
same
insulting.
lady. Yeah, it's the same lady who raised a lot of money on. It was called "Give Sin Go." Yeah, I think she said, "Help me protect my family," and she ended up raising tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah,
The problem in Minnesota is
I just think assigning certain words or phrases or actions special status over other words, phrases, or actions is suspect in my mind. A crime is a crime is a crime.
yeah, but
And one could argue that we do have a constitution, we do have a First Amendment, we do have a right to freedom of speech, even if some of that speech can be hurtful to a certain group of people.
yeah,
But
Saleen, the problem
I just
is
as a libertarian leaning person, I have a problem with these things.
yeah, the problem in Minnesota is simple. For them, is calling the N-word a bigger crime as robbing a bank.
no,
it's not, because calling someone a racial slur, I don't care if it's a white person calling a black person,
Yeah, and
black
I know,
person calling a white person, Muslim calling a Jew calling a
infidel.
Christian,
Yeah.
Jew calling a Muslim. I don't care about racial or
Yeah,
ethnic or religious slurs. They're words. Whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I have been called myself, being technically a member of a minority community, I have been called all kinds of fun little words over the course of my 60 years on God's green earth. And I've been assaulted a couple of times, both times actually in Metro Atlanta, over the fact that I was Jewish. I got to tell you, the guy who swung at me and connected, that punch hurt a hell of a lot more than just a moment before him calling me a filthy Jew. Okay, fine. To him, I'm a filthy Jew. Okay, fine. You have an opinion. You're entitled to it. I am Jewish, so you got half of it right. But you know what? I just showered that morning, so I'm not filthy. But a word, words can hurt. I mean, words can have a painful effect for a moment or two, on someone's psyche. But to
And
equate, calling someone a racial slur versus, an armed assault or a bank robbery or something like that, that's just stupid on its face. That's just nuts. And I draw breath number last. I will never understand that train of thought. I just can't do it. I can't make the connection. Well, let's see. An adult calling a black child that word on a playground should be, no, it shouldn't. Not a criminal offense. An adult calling a black child that word anywhere, I don't care if it's on a playground or school or a shopping mall or, even in the person's house, that adult should be shamed. That adult should be made to feel like an idiot. But criminal? No. I'll give you an example of how far I believe that. I remember many years ago, I was in a Red Lobster. Yes, I went to Red Lobster with my daughters. Probably were 5 and 8 at the time. And they loved Red Lobster, so we went to dinner there. And we were in a booth, and the next booth over was a trio of men, middle-aged men. They were talking rather loudly. They had beers on the table, so I assume they had been drinking a little bit. And I don't know why they were talking about, the fact they didn't like Jewish people. Maybe they saw me sitting there. I had a Star of David on, and they just decided to, troll me a bit or whatever. And that's fine. But my kids are there, and they're hearing these guys spout crap about their father. So I got up and I walked a little ways over to the table, and I just stood there and I said, look, I don't care personally if you don't like Jewish people. That's fine. You have that right. But could you do me the small favor of not saying these kind of things in front of my 8-year-old and my 5-year-old daughter? I don't think they need to hear that. And I didn't know what I expected the reaction to be. I expected the reaction to be, I didn't expect the reaction to be that they actually looked a little bit mollified and they stopped. I didn't expect that. But then again, I don't know. I don't know if I expected to have them, throw stuff at me or whatever. So is it right for somebody to hurl racial or religious or sexual or whatever insults at a child or in the presence of a child? No.
Of course
no.
not.
Would I want those men to be criminally charged for it? No. That's just silly. That's silly. No. Insulting, hurling verbal insults at someone is not criminal, nor should it be.
But
if you're going to back up those verbal insults with physical acts, then yeah, that's criminal.
If the lefties could do it, they would do it.
Oh, if the lefties could do it, they would do it, and they're going to do it in Minnesota because Minnesota.
And that's what I mean. For those wokies, it's more criminal if you say the N-word as you rob a bank, and that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts.
And that's wrong. And
of
Jason
course,
says, I don't care if it can be proven as an attack. I don't think an adult hurling the N-word at a kid is that doesn't rise to the definition of an attack. That rises to the definition of grotesque stupidity. It rises to the a definition, in my mind, of being a horrible person. But attack? No.
Yeah.
And there's a good point there. What if they don't apply the same law to black adults doing the same? Yeah, what if this were reversed? What if it was a black adult hurling racial insults at a white kid? Are we going to apply the same standard? I would argue in Minnesota, at least, no, they wouldn't. I would argue in some places they might, but I would argue in all instances that this should not rise to the level of of where it went in Minnesota.
So I can't call Vic a toddler anymore.
Now,
Just
Vandy,
just a joke.
yes, adults can go to playgrounds and say whatever they want. You know, if that's
Yeah.
what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. Now, hopefully, other adults will confront that person and you know, tell them to go away or shame them or whatever. I don't think it rises to the point where you need to physically batter them. You know, we've lost control in this country, unfortunately. I think we've lost our perspective on things. That's just how I feel. That's my opinion. I don't think hurling insults at someone, no matter what their age, requires the retaliation of physical assault. That's killing an ant with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Saleen, I have a question.
No, that's not true, Vandy. There are plenty of
There's no
racial
law
slurs against white people. Saying something like that is just, you know, you're
It's
not
stupid.
paying attention. Yeah, that's just not smart.
Yeah. Saleen, I have a
For
question.
instance,
Right. Well,
for
I do think that
cracker is a racial insult.
that black people are more likely to get offended by being called a slur than a white person is.
And that's a good point, and you know, you probably got and probably very true. But there are slurs against white people.
Yes,
plenty of
I
them.
think that that the white people, you know, haven't really had a history of being discriminated against like black people have. So
Yeah. The
Yes.
minority of the world is white. The minority.
True.
There are way more black people and Asian people as white people. A lot more. I mean, take China and India alone. These two countries have more people as the whole white community in the world.
Yeah.
Only
And
these
they're
two
not
countries.
and they're not considered white. They're
No.
they're different.
Ye-
They're two
yellow
different
and light brown, or whatever you call it in India.
just Indian, Indo-Pakistani.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, India has 1.6 billion people. China has 1.4 billion. Pakistan has near a billion.
Yeah. And then now
in 10 years they have a
they're-
billion. Now they have 600 million or something like that. Whatever.
technically they're both Asian groups,
Yeah.
but different.
I mean,
different
the Indian.
races.
Give me a moment. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But I just feel like we've lost all sense of perspective, not only in this country, but I think in the world, where the reaction, the action of being insulted triggers a reaction of, you know, going to a physical violent response. And I think that's wrong.
I'm back.
Yes.
I got my ice cream delivered.
oh, that's good.
Oh, what flavor?
My sherry. Schwarzwälder Kirsch. Blackwood cherry.
You get ice cream delivered.
Yeah, from my neighbor. My neighbor went to the grocery store, and I told him, "Bring me ice cream, please."
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
I prefer coffee ice cream myself.
Yeah, we have tiramisu ice cream here, and I have Blackwood cherry ice cream. You know what Blackwood cherry is?
No, I never.
Yeah. It's
It's
cherry. Yeah.
it's cherry with
Sherry, as in the
cream,
drink.
cherry,
Cherry.
cream, and a very, very tiny little touch of liquor. A very only a touch. And this is absolutely delicious.
Cherry is in the fruit.
Cherry the fruit. Yeah, cherry.
Okay. Okay.
Cherry the fruit.
You have a bit of an accent there. I just want to make sure.
Guess what,
Yeah, it's
Saline
okay,
Driver? I'm a German. I can do this. I'm allowed to speak wrong English.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, cherry,
Now, okay,
sherry, whatever. It's
what
fine.
flavor ice cream do you like, Vic?
It's usually peach is probably my favorite. Probably peach or
Peach?
vanilla. Yeah, which you can get, only get in the summer. Yeah, like vanilla. I'll eat strawberry.
Yeah, fruity ice cream.
Oh, yes, yes, Vandy. Yes, yes, yes. Butter pecan. Yes, yes. I like the Briar. My favorite brand is Briar's. That's my go-to brand of ice cream, and their Briar's butter pecan is very good. And I love their coffee ice cream and the mint chocolate chip.
Let's see.
Those are my top three: coffee, butter pecan, and mint chip.
Somewhere.
Well, yeah, the word is
Melbourne, Florida.
the issue, but the word shouldn't be the issue. The word shouldn't be the issue to the point where the person being called the slur. I don't care if it's the N word, the R word, or whatever word. The response to being called any particular slur should not be bang bang or punch punch or kick or
right.
stab,
Yeah. Definitely. Don't think someone should be awarded $100,000 after saying the word either. So
No, that's you know what? If you're going to award $100,000 to somebody who calls me a hook nose or whatever, fine. Hurl Jewish, anti-Jewish slurs at me all day for $100,000 a pop. I'll take them.
You take it.
Give me the $100,000. I'll go buy some Rolexes.
Yeah, no, I meant the woman who the woman in this case gets Shiloh Hendricks that she like raised like $100,000.
Oh
Yeah, on the Give Send Go website, which is the same website that Carmelo Anthony was using.
this country,
the New York
This-
Knicks hoops
for
player,
his legal
society
funds.
needs
Mello.
unbelievable.
You mean Mello here, the hoops player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No,
not the hoops player, but
I don't.
the
don't know
Carmelo
another-
Anthony was the black teenager who killed a white kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only know the hoops player.
yeah, and then Shiloh Hendricks
Okay.
was the lady who called the black kid the N-word on playground. Again,
Shiloh-
she like made like made like a Give Send Go. It helped me protect my family, and people were giving her money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Nobody protects me. I have to
Where,
protect myself.
where's my reparations for my people being slaughtered by the millions?
Yeah. I mean,
Where do I sign up for my reparations? Huh?
these freaking UGA fans and Barmer fans and UK and Texas fans slow me since Leach passed away, and we can't win a football game, and they all say you stink, you sucker.
Yeah.
I don't get reparations.
So now, Saleen, I know that you that you couldn't care less, but you're about the Travis Hunter. Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift getting engaged.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give me my money. Pay Celine.
yeah.
Pay Celine. Hashtag pay Celine. Yeah, come on now.
I signed this paper, Celine. I sign it.
Okay.
You deserve your money.
Travis Kelce marrying Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You know why
Yep.
Taylor Swift is marrying Travis Kelce though? So she can get
Okay.
divorced, and she can get divorced in a couple of years and have, a decade's worth of songwriting material for her career.
Huh. Right. Well, I mean
As I said, the university.
that's your opinion. It's your opinion, or we could just leave them alone. Right. That's what you're supposed to do when two people
Yeah.
are happy together. You leave
Yeah,
them
I mean, in
alone.
all
You don't
seriousness,
judge them. There's no reason for them to justify
yeah,
themselves.
in all seriousness, Vic, I agree with you. Well, look
Yeah.
who's coming
Leave
to the
the
party.
people alone.
Okay.
Let them live their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce want to get married. As we say in
Get it.
Yiddish, Lazim Laden. Lazim Laden. Let them live. I'm happy for them. Oh, look who else is in the yo, it's the fool.
Yo.
But yeah, I mean, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift want to get married. You know what? Honestly, I wish them every happiness. I wish them all the luck in the world. And may your first child be a masculine child, and all that. Wonderful for them. For me, the more interesting headline that's come out in the past couple of days concerning the National Felons Association is the fact that Kyle Trask got cut by the Bucks in favor of Teddy Bridgewater.
By the way,
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, they signed Teddy Bridgewater and they kept him and they cut Trask.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, did any one of you two see Traveling Fools?
Yeah, mine too.
About the Titanic. Damn, this was interesting. You have to look this up. Traveling Fools made a stream about the Titanic. This was really serious stuff. I liked it a lot. I heard stuff I never heard before. Hello?
What?
Yeah,
what?
We're here.
You're here. Okay. Yeah, just saying. Shout out to Fools. This was really nice. This Titanic stuff. I liked it.
I don't know why Tampa decided to keep Bridgewater over Trask.
I mean, Kyle Trask is a pure pocket passer. I don't know if Bridgewater is more mobile. But Bridgewater is
also older and has been bounced around the NFL like a basketball.
Yeah, Bridgewater must be 38 now, or how old is he?
They think this, I'm reading a story right now that thinks that Kyle Trask is probably going to end up with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, but Trask is he was a good quarterback in college. I mean, he had Kyle Pitts.
The Bucks only have 2 quarterbacks on the roster. Usually teams keep 3, but
yeah, I mean, the Bucks, the Saints, and the Cowboys are cooked. They can do whatever they want.
Like the Falcons only have the Falcons only have 2 quarterbacks too. But just Penix and Cousins. Yeah, I guess they cut Easton Stick. Yeah.
But at least you can say Cousins is not the baddest. He's decent, and Penix is decent. But the Cowboys have Dak, who gets injured week 4. I can promise you that. So the Saints have Tyler Schaff and who was the other guy? Spencer Rattler. Makes
Yep,
no sense.
yep,
Makes
yep.
no sense. Spencer Rattler. I mean, he was a 5-star, but Spencer Rattler is not an NFL quarterback. Just forget it. He is not. And he had too many injuries. And he will go down again. There is no way in hell. What's up, Nate?
What's up, Sven?
On the
Has
way to
anyone, by
Omaha?
the way, not to derail anything real quick, but just real quick answer. Has anyone seen Joshua around lately?
No.
Nope, I have
Yes,
not.
yes.
I haven't seen
Last
him
week.
since he crashed out on
No,
my
he
stream.
was here last week in the stream, and
Yeah, I know, but I haven't seen him around anyone else's stream.
no,
Yeah, that was
no,
in
no.
the comments though. He hasn't
Yeah.
been on a panel
No.
since then. But
Yeah.
And to be honest, Vic,
and I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him on my show in the chat. I have not
yeah.
seen him since then.
I mean, I wish the kid all the best in the world, but he needs really help. He really, really, really needs help, and
Yeah, he
I hope
does.
someone gets to him and helps him to get this thing straightened out. Because this was bad. This was bad stuff. Really bad stuff. I mean, the guy caught in front of 100 people, he want to kill me.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was that was
well.
unhinged. Yeah.
I mean, not that I fear him. I mean, he's a 20-year-old kid, but this stuff is not the right way to communicate with other people. I mean,
No,
I can
it's
say,
not.
Vic, I don't want to deal with you today. I come on next week. Okay. So I can do that. So, but I can't go and say, Vic, you are UGA fan, I kill you. This is a no-no. This is an absolute no-no.
I was just curious if he popped up anywhere else recently.
No, I
Anyway.
didn't see him.
Please continue with what you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but
I don't know. I just let the conversation go where it goes.
Yeah. If I was on the Titanic, I would have got a group of takeover. There were not enough lifeboats, Randy Dandy. And three of the richest people in the world died there. And JP Morgan, or what was his name? The owner of the ship.
JP Morgan, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted trouble with the Titanic, but he booked out at the last minute and got some Helsing's check.
Yeah, he canceled his trip at the last minute. Yeah.
Yeah, and I never heard this before, and I sucked it in. It was nice, and I like this stuff when you can learn something.
Yeah, that was the where the Titanic conspiracy theory comes from, that the whole thing was a setup. Yeah. Yeah,
Did you see the stream,
setup
Vic?
for JP Morgan to take out some of his competitors.
Rivals.
Yeah.
I mean, the second richest man on the world was on the boat, and the fourth richest man, or I don't remember correctly, but and the best thing was that this lady who was on Traveling Fools channel told there was a book written in 1899 called The Titan, and it was the exact same story as the Titanic. It was about a ship who was for the super rich and traveled to the US and got hit by the iceberg. In 1899, this book was released. Crazy, absolute crazy stuff.
Yes, yeah, that's
Well,
crazy.
did you know that the
And the boat was named Titan. The book was named Titan.
that was
and
originally supposed to be the name of the Titanic was supposed to be Titan.
yeah,
But I think the ship's name was already registered with someone, so they modified it to Titanic. I think that's a story. Somehow I remember reading that. I might be not remembering it, but I've heard all kinds of like the sinking of the boat that's sitting at the bottom of the Atlantic is not actually the Titanic, but it's actually the Oceanic. They switched them. They switched them at the last minute. They changed the boats and stuff like that. So the Titanic was actually the Oceanic that sank when it hit the iceberg and blah blah blah. It's like, really, we're going to argue about this nonsense?
no,
That's
I just
there
brought it up
these are
because I
like
found it.
three ships that were named about that were of like the same model. You had the Titanic, the Oceanic, and the Britannic.
And did you know there was actually a nurse? I think it was a nurse that survived all three sinkings. She was on all three ships and she survived all three.
Yeah, he said it was the Olympic. Yeah, the Olympic, not the Oceanic.
Olympic, not Oceanic.
Yeah, the Olympic. Sorry. Yeah, thank you, fools.
Thank you.
Yeah, this lady.
And I think the Britannic was a hospital ship.
At the time it was sunk. Yeah. Hang on a minute.
So big. Auburn or Baylor?
Baylor.
Okay, I write it down. Let's see. Are you?
Yeah, there was a person. Her name was Violet Jessup. She was a nurse and stewardess on the Titanic. She was on the Britannic when it hit a mine in 1916, and she was on the Olympic when it collided with a warship in 1911.
Yeah.
So she was a stewardess on the Olympic. She was a stewardess and nurse on the Titanic, and she was a wartime nurse on the Britannic. Crazy. Due to an incredible survival of multiple ship disasters aboard the three sister ships of the White Star Line, Violet Jessup earned the nickname Miss Unsinkable.
Yeah. Saleen, who do you have?
I wonder how she finally died.
Auburn or Baylor? Who wins?
Baylor.
Baylor. We all three have Baylor. So
she died in 1971. How did she die?
Well, I guess she was just.
Oh, she died of congestive heart failure in 1971 at the age of 83.
Yeah, you can die on a heart failure at the age of 83. That's okay. Vic, Texas or Ohio State?
Texas or Ohio State. Ohio State. That's right. Yeah, if nothing else gets you, heart failure will eventually. Yeah.
Saleen, Texas or Ohio State?
Texas.
Okay, I take Ohio State. Next one, LSU at Clemson.
Clemson.
I got LSU.
Nate?
You know, TF. I think that makes you very lucky. To survive 3 shipwrecks like that in the span of only a few years,
This is crazy.
and survive World War I. Yeah, I'd say that makes her extremely lucky.
Yeah.
You know what? I would want her to pick my lottery numbers. Yep.
Yeah. Vic, Clemson or LSU?
Clemson.
Clemson. So, Syracuse against Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay, I say upset. So, I don't have to ask Saleen about this. I write Bama down.
Oh, Bama versus the versus the Criminals.
Yeah.
I hope Alabama runs them up and down and out of the fucking field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nate, who do you have? Bama or FSU? Nate.
Nate, pay attention.
Okay. No, he doesn't. Vic, Bama or FSU?
Bama.
Okay. So,
Bama.
okay. So, I have 2 more.
Go ahead.
A tricky one. Southern Marshall, Mississippi against Mississippi State. I have to tell you, Saleen,
I'll take
the
Mississippi
complete
State.
championship team from Marshall transferred, including head coach, to Southern Mississippi. Southern Miss
Yep,
was a
they
1-11 team last year, but they got 22 players and the head coach from Marshall from the winning team. Enjoy your food, Nate.
That is a tricky one, but I'm gonna take Mississippi State.
Me too.
I think I'll take Mississippi State. Yeah.
I'm taking,
Call your doctor's office.
I'm taking Southern.
Shout out to Chess Hall for the way he said Mississippi State.
Nate, did you say to take Southern Miss?
What the
Let
hell
me
is
come
he
to
doing?
Omaha. Save your ears.
Nate, what are you eating?
Shrimp fried rice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shrimp
Egg
fried rice.
I think Nate has a tapeworm. He's always eating.
Yeah, you've been
he's a
you've
big
been
guy.
here for an hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
You've been here for an hour. You go home now, big boy. That was a funny comedian. He died too soon. John
So-
Pinette.
Who?
He go again. Why you so big? Why you don't eat spare rib? Eat vegetable.
So
You go home now. You scare my wife.
So where
He
was
was
I had
Nebraska.
one more.
You were going to do
okay.
Nebraska.
The last one is Rolocado against the Fighting Sea Dogs. Colorado against the Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I'll take the nerds.
Yeah, I'll take the nerds.
Me too. So
Colorado's going to be absolute dog shit this year.
I don't think so. I mean, I really
taking the
have
other-
to eat my crow.
Give me the fighting.
I
team.
thought Deion Sanders is gone after 1 year. When his kids are gone, he's gone. But he stayed.
And he's
And
Deion
still-
Sanders
he
is
took-
not a
I mean, he took a 1-11 forgotten team in Boulder, Colorado, to a 9-3 record, and he was 1 win away. or one tiebreaker away to get in the Big 12 championship. I mean, you can say about the man what you want, but he did a heck of a job last year. I mean,
Yeah,
good.
but
He had
that
the
heck of a
best.
job, but the ceiling on Colorado,
Yeah.
being the coach of Colorado, is pretty low.
Yeah, I mean, I expect Colorado around 500, 6-6, something like that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I have them 6-6. Yeah.
So, and I mean, he did it in year 2. The first year was harsh. They beat TCU, and after that, Colorado State and Oregon rolled in, and it was over. I mean, Oregon scored how many? 50 on them? It was a lot. So, and last year, they were competitive. And if they had a run game, they go to the playoffs. But I think Dion want to get Shadur's stats up to get him in the first round drafted. That's what I think. And I think Colorado will have a better run game this year because Shadur is no longer there. And Dion knows too much football to forget that you need a run game to win.
Yeah, they won't be. Yeah, they won't be trying to. He won't be trying to pad his stats.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, and I mean, I have to eat my crow. I really thought, and I said it. I talked about in Lewis' stream about this. I said to him week 3 or 4. Sanders is gone. Shadur goes to the NFL. Travis goes to the NFL, and Dion is gone. But he didn't.
No, Dion is not gone.
And I mean, he fought cancer. He beat cancer. I mean, and the man is a living NFL legend. Do I like him? Not really.
Pump the brakes on the legend thing. Come on now.
NFL legend.
He's not an NFL legend. He was a good, really good NFL player who was excellent at self promotion.
That makes him a legend. Yeah.
No, Dan Marino is a legend. Tom Brady is a legend.
Dan Marino is my favorite
Walter
quarterback
Payton,
of all time.
Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice. Those are legends.
Oh, Jackson State and Southern Miss legends, and Mississippi State Valley, the Mississippi guys. Walter Payton and Jerry Rice.
Yeah, Peyton Manning is a legend. Neon Dion was a wonderful self-promoter, and he was a good player on both the baseball field and the football field. But legend, no. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm saying pump the brakes a little bit. Take it easy.
He's in the NFL Hall of Fame. He's in the College Hall of Fame.
What is he in the NFL Hall? He can't be. He is not in the NFL Hall of Fame, is he?
Of course he is.
He is. What did he do? He didn't do anything to deserve that.
He's a 3-time champion.
He's a defensive back on some championship teams. It's not like he directed the damn team. I'm sorry, I'm not going there.
When Dion switched from the 49ers to Dallas, Dallas
you
won.
know what? Y'all are entitled to your opinion, and God bless you and all that. But legend, I can't do it. I can't make that jump.
It's your.
I mean, when I think of legends on the defensive side of the ball, I think of Mike Singletary, Jack Lambert,
Dick Butkus,
Ronnie Lott,
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor. I really don't put. I really don't put. I put Neon in the very good category. He's a very good player. He was a legend in terms of self promotion, and being out there on an island all by himself and making himself look good. But legend, no.
I mean, we can
legend. No, I can't do legend.
Yeah. We can discuss this all day. You have your opinion. I have my opinion.
And that's
it's
fine.
okay. It's okay. We can live with that.
And you know what? I will also freely admit that my opinion of Deion Sanders is colored by the fact that he was a criminal.
Yeah, I don't like him as a person.
And anything that wore the garnet and gold, I hate.
I mean, I don't like him as a person. I mean, his son went bankrupt and they never paid their duties of. I mean, that's shit.
So, he got his. He got his car got repoed.
I wonder if he still owns. I wonder if that strip club he had in Atlanta is still around. I'm going to Google that.
No, we can send Vic there.
How do you spell Dion? Oh, there it is. Sanders.
By the way, Saleen, reminder, 5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. And you guys like the stream, please, for our buddy Saleen.
Oh, okay. Google AI said Deion Sanders did not own a strip club, but was known to frequent Magic City.
Oh.
I thought he had a strip club in Atlanta called Club 21.
I don't know.
Huh. All right. Well, my bad. I thought he owned that. Because his number was 21. Club 21.
We all were wrong before.
No.
By the way, Vic,
Well,
Dr. Keenum came out.
So I was wrong.
And he said clear, if Jeff Lebby loses to Southern Miss,
won't surprise me at all, Andy.
Or NIU, he will not be the head coach in 2026. If he goes 3-9 and beats all three of these cupcakes, he will be the coach in 26. If he loses one of these 3 games, he's out of the job.
I'm just hoping that Napier gets fired after Georgia beats the tar out of us on national TV.
I don't think Napier will see the Florida game, the Georgia game. I don't see it. I think I really don't believe in DJ Lagway. I can't see it.
I hope you're right with you. I have some belief in DJ Lagway, but I hope you're right that he gets fired before the Georgia game. But I think the Georgia game, losing to Georgia again, which would be the 5th year in a row that Florida's lost to Georgia. No, 4th year in a row.
Saleen, let's be real. Georgia is so far ahead of Florida. You don't even see them with a
what I'm saying is that if Napier loses for the 5th year in a row to Georgia,
of course he loses to Georgia.
Yeah,
there's no question
that's going to be the point where the Bull Gators say either he goes or I go, and if I go, the money goes. So that's why I think the Georgia game is a demarcation line for Sunbelt Billy.
Yeah, but who's your next head coach?
I don't know. You know what? I hate that. Everyone said, well, you fire your head coach. Who's the next one? I have no fucking idea. I'm not on that selection
committee. And you don't care. You have no
And I don't
idea, and
care.
you don't care. Yeah.
You see, this is a process.
Yeah.
You
Just get it
fire a
out of
head
here.
coach, and then you hire a new one. You have to go step one before step two. And you know what? They have paid consultants that are paid to do just that very activity.
Yes.
So I got some news for y'all.
What?
I'm getting glasses in 2 weeks.
You'll be
You're
getting
what?
glasses. You didn't have
Oh,
glasses
glasses.
before.
Well, it's in second grade, yeah, but not ever since then. No.
I have glasses. Vic has glasses. Celine has glasses. And Nate has
Celine
glasses.
does.
Who cares, Nate? It's okay to have
Glasses are okay.
It's okay. You
Well,
will
I know,
not
I'm
die
just
from
saying,
it.
like,
It will not hurt you.
no, I'm just saying,
It's okay.
like,
But listen, guys, I gotta jump off.
Okay.
It is 5:00, and I do have another place to be as usual.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the three of you for being here, and I appreciate the chat for being the chat, which is always a good chat. Hopefully, they will click the thumbs up button on the way out.
okie dokie.
But Vic, enjoy the Georgia game. Whatever cupcake they're gonna beat up on.
Marshall.
Yes.
Marshall. And
Yeah,
Sven,
Marshall. Yeah, and their
I think
whole
your
team.
team is gonna.
Yeah, their
I think
whole
your
team is gone. So.
Yeah, I think Sven's team has a good shot this week.
We will see. I get me out of here. I wish you a nice week, and we see you Friday. 6?
Okay. Yeah.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vita
Yeah.
says-
And I will have to end. I will
uh,
have to end
yeah.
exactly at 8 because of the games coming on. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen, Saline.
All right, guys.
Nate, enjoy the Nebraska game.
Yes, sir. Go.
Yeah,
And
and
Vic-
remember that that the morning show or my appearance on the morning show has been changed to Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because Lou's going to Cherokee today. Yeah.
Again?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, for one night only. So you won't be
Jeez.
back until Thursday afternoon. So
All right. Well, I'll remember that. Thanks for coming by, Vic. Appreciate it as always.
oh yeah, thanks for having me on, Saleen.
You bet. And thank everyone else that's in the chat box for being here. Always appreciate it. We'll see y'all next Wednesday for episode 232 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, the SaleenDriver. Y'all enjoy the games this, starting tomorrow and running through Monday, Labor Day. Whatever team is your favorite team, I hope your favorite team does well, unless your favorite team is Florida State, in which case, fuck you! I hope your team loses by 100. But I still love you as a person. Y'all be good now. Peace.